Hey, Zane Griggs here. I know I've talked before about how sugar ages our body, creates inflammation, a lot of lifestyle creates a lot of lifestyle diseases, overconsumption of sugar, that is, diabetes, heart disease, possibly cancer, Alzheimer's. Um, Now let's look at the statistics these days, and diseases like diabetes are starting to occur in people younger and younger. So definitely, hitting people in their 30s and 40s, whereas before it was more like something you might have gotten in your 50s, 60s, or 70s. Heart disease the same way. Now you could argue, oh, but we're living longer. Yes, because of medications, because of medicines able to treat these lifestyle diseases and other diseases as well. But because of medicines and the advancement of medicine, these treatments. But it's not because of our improved lifestyle or our lifestyle choices. People are still getting these diseases. We've just found a better way to treat the symptoms. Um, there are a few of us who understand that medicine is supposed to be our food, but collectively as a nation, we're using food to poison ourselves and bring on many of these preventable diseases. And this is even affecting our kids. For years now, we've been hearing how childhood obesity and diabetes, childhood diabetes, type 2 diabetes, is on the rise. It's almost epidemic proportions, okay? You go back 3 decades and it was non-existent. I mean, wasn't even a statistic for it. It was like a random occurrence for a child to get type 2 diabetes. It's a lifestyle-based disease. It's a disease that comes through your choices, primarily how you eat. Obesity, primarily how you eat, how you live, and these things, of course, lead to the other symptoms, which are heart disease, cancer. Those are symptoms of, in many cases, bad choices. So let's think about how it's aging us as a nation if we have childhood obesity and which is definitely aging them personally, and then childhood diabetes, type 2 diabetes on the rise. We are aging that generation. Okay, that generation is aging faster than it should and than it used to, than that age group would have aged 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. Okay, and let's think about how, well, I don't know if you've heard this, but the next generation is supposed to have this upcoming generation, these kids they're kids now, they're supposed to have a shorter life expectancy than their predecessors, than us. Okay, their life expectancy is supposed to be shorter. So despite the medicines, they're expecting them to have a shorter total life expectancy as a generation. That's sad. That's sad that they're not expected to outlive us by the way things are going with the trends, with the statistics. That's the prediction. That some of that's got to fall on us because kids, they don't generally fix their own meals. Even teenagers these days can't seem to fix their own meals in many cases, unless it's something that's just already there and it's they can scoop their own ice cream, but they don't fix their own meals. So I think some of the responsibility falls with us, falls with parents, and those people who are around them who influence them first by setting a good example with our own behavior, by making sure we're watching what we eat and have a overall healthy lifestyle, moving but making good choices and putting those good choices on the table. Yes, we get the eye rolls and the moans, and I don't want to eat my veggies, and I hate broccoli. I don't want a salad. You know what? We got to put those things on the table. Kids are going to eat sweet food. They're going to eat sugary food. That's just how it is. How much they eat and how much they eat of good food has a lot to do with their influences and what's around them and what's available, what's made available, what's in the pantry, what's in the fridge, and how much freedom they have to get to that. So those are, finding that balance. Kids are more resilient and more easily digest carbohydrates and sugar than we do because of hormones and they're growing. But guys, the numbers don't lie. When there's an increase of childhood obesity and diabetes, they're getting more than they can handle. And it's up to us as parents and parental influencers, okay, to one, like I said, set an example with our own lifestyles, and then put the good choices in front of them and be a little more insistent about balancing out the good choices with the ones that are more indulgent. So, hey, if you found value of this, if you haven't already, I'd appreciate a like on my page, and please share with someone you think might benefit from hearing it. Talk to you later.